Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Anne, your nurse and your transformational coach. So today on Food for Thought Fridays, we are talking about a social media detox. Ooh, are you ready to take a break from social media? Are you spending too much time just kind of mind-numbingly scrolling? You get stuck going down that rabbit hole and realize you just spent 30 minutes on Facebook. Yeah, I try really hard not to, but every once in a while it sucks me in. So I have a few tips that's from an article by Andra Shantum that makes time for you and frees up some of the stress that comes from social media too. There's some stuff out there that really puts some stressors on you. We all know that social media is a part of our modern life. It's not going to probably go anywhere, and it's going to keep getting bigger and badder, for lack of a better term. It's great though. We can connect, we can communicate with people all over the world. It has all those great benefits, but it can also be a source of stress and some negativity. Some feeds can actually leave you kind of anxious and drained and dissatisfied. So, do you need detox? How do you feel, and how does social media impact your life, your mental health? You need to take time for the things that make you happy and maybe relax and use your energy in a different way. Some things to think about, right? So, spending time on social media is not a bad thing. But what is your intention when you were on there and with what you were doing and scrolling and posting? So here's some tips to help you disconnect and maybe have a healthier relationship with social media moving forward. The first one, this is a big one, delete your social media apps. What? Yeah, that doesn't mean a permanent deletion, but maybe delete them for 12 hours. You can always reinstall them later, but this is just you kind of experimenting on what it's like to limit your social media and see if it's doable. Detox with a buddy. That's us, right? And actually, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to do a detox challenge. So this is kind of the beginning of it, I guess. So detox with a buddy. So have someone keep you accountable. Come up with the action steps that maybe you guys can figure out what that would look like with your buddy. Identify what apps you're using the most, right? So you can actually download another app called Moments that helps you break down how much time you're spending on your apps. But a lot of the smartphones do have that option, and you can actually look into that with the screen time, and you can look and see how much you're using on your email, the different apps, the different things that you're on for extended periods of time. I made the mistake of putting a timer on my Facebook app, thinking that would help me only get on so often, forgetting that I use it at church, where I actually do a live stream every once in a while for a nighttime missions meeting, and it cut off at like 15 minutes because it's been on during the morning service. So just be aware of that if you're using some of these apps and you put timers on them and then you're like, oops, I was recording and no one saw that. Next tip, talk to your friends and family. Some way the people close to you know you better than yourself. Ask them. They've noticed what your relationship is with your phone, right? Are you glued to the thumbs, just constantly doing this? You may discover that you maybe picked up some bad tendencies, like checking your phone, make conversation, or texting at the dinner table. So ask those around you. This one is good too. Put a rubber band around your phone or a hair tie. That's what I've done. It kind of stops you from mindlessly just picking up your device and checking it. Oh, what was that? Oh, what was that? You kind of have a physical obstacle that kind of snaps you out of that autopilot mode. Redesign your lock screen too, right? Add a lock screen question. What for? Why now? What else? So what is the purpose of using your phone? Are you lonely? Are you bored? More just kind of understanding those habits. Got to pick it up and look, right? Think of your attention as a valuable resource too. Your time is valuable, it's irreplaceable. Be aware of how much time you're spending and maybe wasting on social media. So this is what do you want from social media? Give your phone a bedtime too. Tell yourself after a certain hour, like maybe 9 p.m., your phone goes into its charging station and doesn't come out until the next day. Smart tip though, move your charging station away from your bed area, right? So you can't just reach out and get it. The less access you have it to it, the less likely you are to explore social media until the wee hours of the morning, and then oops, I gotta get up. ultimately your goal should be to get your phone out of your bedroom entirely though, right? Get a real alarm clock. This will help with that, right? If you use your phone as an alarm clock, get a real one. They're not that expensive. Then leave your phone out of your bedroom. Set time limits to your apps. This is what I was talking about before. If you notice that it's really hindering, can't seem to resist it. There's an app called Freedom that sets up block times to those apps that you want it to, and then once it's locked, it won't let you cancel no matter how much you beg. You're more likely to click on those social media icons when they're right in front of you, right in center. So putting social media apps into a different folder is helpful as well. One extra step that you have to go to get to that. So it cuts down on that mindless clicking when it's right in front of you. Last tip here is to practice meditation. In addition to helping you manage your stress and your sleep, meditation can help you be more mindful of what's going on around you, including how you're using social media. And hopefully some of these tips will help you with a social media detox. We're going into the holiday season. We still do want to keep ourselves connected to our family and friends, but we don't want to lose that in-person ability to talk to people, right? So during that challenge in the next coming weeks, next week we're going to talk about being thankful, and then that'll come the week after that. So how can you decrease your social media use? Be thinking about that, right? Remember, I'm here helping professionals with overwhelming challenges and burnout to build their resistance and take ownership of their well-being. Thanks again for joining me for Food for That Friday. Everyone have a great weekend and maybe enjoy it away from social media and your phone, right? Everyone have a great Thanksgiving as well coming up here. All right, see you next week.